So, just a couple things I want to talk about mm, pertaining to the Arrow episode. This isn't going to be a full review or anything. Just a couple things I want to say. First of all, I found it interesting the dynamic between Oliver and Ra's al Ghul. Um, I thought it would have been really interesting to see Oliver actually seriously. He did seriously consider it, but I wanted to see him actually go through with it. I thought that would have been interesting to see him actually, go there. And I wanted to see him in that position. I haven't read the Arrow comics. I don't know if it's true to the comics. I don't know if that actually happens or not. You can tell me in the comment section. But I thought that would have been really interesting to see Oliver because things are falling apart in Starling City. Everybody's getting out of jail. Oliver doesn't feel like they're doing anything to contribute anymore. I mean, it's like they've reached their ceiling almost, and and I understood where he was coming from. I mean, I need to do more, and the only way I can do more is to be Ra's al Ghul, and I agreed with him. But of course, his group members always convince him, that his group members are way too black and white. I feel like, and I think I think Oliver. I know he doesn't want to feel like a dictator, but yeah, sometimes Oliver, the way they write all the characters, sometimes they make Oliver a little bit too, you know, too easily persuaded, and not as stern as he should be as a leader of Team Arrow. And I think he should be a little sterner. And at the end of the day, what he says goes. And I believe they should stick to that. And I don't think they do enough of that, like of what he says goes. You know what I mean? So I like Oliver. I like his character. And I like how he's grown. But I think he's list. I guess you should take everybody's input in seriously. But at the end of the day, it's what you feel is the best for the group, Oliver. It's not what you're the leader. It's what you feel is best. Your judgment, whether it's right or wrong, you go with it. And you don't second guess yourself. And I think Oliver second guesses himself in his judgment a little too much. Another character I want to talk about is Thea. Oh, Thea in the beginning, the first half of the season, Thea was my favorite character because I felt like, yes, finally, she's growing, she's changing, she's developing, she's becoming strong. I mean, and she's pretty strong. I mean, I expected her to be stronger. You guys know how I felt. My last Arrow review I put up, I felt betrayed because of that. They went to the island. I thought Thea was going to get stronger, and Slade Wilson got in the way and just got thrown in there arbitrarily, and that pissed me off. But let sleeping dogs lie, I guess. So I thought they really messed up Thea's character arc. It's like they were going up and then they got stopped and now they're falling back down because she's, I don't like this. Okay, I understand this, I hate my father thing, and she feels guilty for killing Sarah, but I feel like she's stuck. Her character's stuck at where she's been since the beginning of the whole series. She feels like everybody should tell her everything. She deserves to know everything, and she cries whenever anybody's hiding secrets, or she has to deal with any adversity. And I feel like by now she should have grown, and Malcolm Merlin should have taught her so much more, and she should have learned so much more by now. She should be so much further. Her character should be so much further than what it is, and I think she should be much stronger. She should be, competing with Malcolm. Malcolm should have taught her a lot because Malcolm's getting up there, and she should be competing with Malcolm right now. And Oliver should have trained her because she should be competing with Oliver too. She should be top tier, but she's like mid tier. She's barely better than Laurel, barely, and that's so disappointing because I mean they could have done so that they could have made that training arc. They could have made a training arc with her and Oliver really teaching her. you know, about the